Hi guys, what's up? How are we all doing? It's me, Tony, and I'm back. Can you remember when I done this survey? Yep, questions about depression from Talking Changes. And I thought it'd be nice to come back and revisit the questions and answers and see how they differ now after 3 or 4 weeks to what they did then. So let's just talk through it. Let's just crack on. So work. I don't know why I led so far back there because you'll never be able to hear me. I'll just chill back. Right, work. If you're retired, okay. So it's on a scale of 0 to 8, which is 1, not at all, 2, slightly, 4, definitely, 6, markedly, or 8, very severely. I can't remember how I answered any of these questions last time, so it'll be interesting to see. Work. It doesn't tell me how to score, I can't remember. Home management, tidying, that stayed the same. It's not even, in fact, it's not even that side, it's this side I'm more interested in. So, let's see. Over the last 2 weeks, I don't know why I'm putting a posh voice on. How have you been bothered by any of the following problems? We have 0, not at all. 1, several days. 2, more than half the days. 3, nearly every day. Little interest or pleasure in doing things. I'm going to say several days over the last 2 weeks. I think that's dropped from last time. I should have marked my score down. Feeling down, depressed or hopeless. I'm going to say again. This is the best scoring system because several days over the past 2 weeks, I would possibly say, yeah, maybe a couple of several, but that's definitely dropped. Trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much. This is still a bloody problem. I'm going to mark that more than half the days. However, I am kind of back to normal. I just basically wake up at 6:30 is the amount of time I go to sleep, so that's my own fault. I just have to start going to bed earlier. Feeling tired or having little energy? No, that's not really an issue. That's fine. Feeling bad about yourself or that you're a failure? Nope, that's totally changed now. That's very rare now. It's just like, I don't feel bad about myself anymore, and I'm doing the best job I can, so I'm sorting myself out. And now to let other people down. That's kind of, I'm looking out for number 1 a little bit, but never mind. Right. Poor appetite or overeating. Again, that is normal. I wouldn't say I ever overeat or have poor appetite. Maybe the poor appetite a little bit lately, but I don't know why that is. But yeah, I've been cut down a little bit. Trouble concentrating on things. That's totally dropped. That is massively dropped. Now, because of mindfulness, I'm able to concentrate a lot more on things. Moving or speaking so slowly, that is never ever happened. And being fidgety, no, that's pretty much sorted itself out as well. And thoughts that you'd be better off dead or hurting yourself. This is probably the biggest question. So, I'm going to put a piece of paper down. Honest answer? Maybe once in the past 2 or 3 weeks have I thought about hurting myself or ending it all. Once, maybe. And considering it used to be daily, if not several times a day, if not a lot of times a day, it became normalised. It's now not. I've managed to sort this out up here to recognise when it's happening and sort it out. And again, all because of mindfulness. Mindfulness is brilliant. Just do it. People keep going, no, I might try it out. No, just do it. It's fantastic. It does help. Trust me. Just a little bit of self-control is all you need. Feel nervous, anxious, or on edge. I wouldn't say that's been happening very often. I've been feeling pretty good. Not able to stop or control worrying. That's practically gone now because of mindfulness and my more positive approach. Worrying too much about different things. Worrying has definitely dropped. Trouble relaxing. Nope, that's totally cool. Being sort of restless. That's just me in general, so I'm not going to say anything about that. Becoming easily annoyed, no. And feeling afraid is something awful. I don't think I can ever go change that, but I can't say that's been happening very often. And yeah, the rest isn't too interesting. So that's kind of how it goes. What I would say is that absolute remarkable difference from when I first started doing these videos, and I've had to put a lot of hard work in to get to this point, running from all sorts of things and build myself back up and being critical, look at my life, look at things I do, put things like mindfulness in place, start an exercise, stuff like that, and changing my outlook and mindset on life. And it's not easy to do. I can't sit here and say it is, but it's worth it. And if you're feeling that down as I was, and I'm not saying it's the end of the journey, my good God, am I not? I'm just saying that I can be a lot more positive about things, and I am enjoying the journey I'm on now, and there's lots of new chapters opening up all the time, and that is good. So compare that to 2 or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, that's a big difference. So I'm sure there's nothing about like family relationships. Yeah, I was like, I'm sure there's something on there by paper. So that's kind of it. That's just a little bit, and to give you a little bit of an update, kind of how things have been going. So running started. I'm keeping fit. I'm feeling much better now. Feeling so much better inside myself. It's brilliant. Antidepressants, kept off them. Didn't go back on. The nosebleeds have stopped. The headaches have stopped. So that's all good. And apart from that, I would say probably a much happier, better Tony now. And some of the reactions I've had off people, the conversations I've had, the friends I've made, the new contacts I've made, everything has just been unbelievable. And it's just fantastic. And running is the next running and keeping fit is the next chapter in this. And the talking changes still haven't got back to me about CBT. I wish they would, because I wouldn't mind trying that. Antidepressants, I'm just staying off now. The doctor's like, well, if things are getting alright, just kind of, you don't need them, let's just get it done. And I completely agree. I don't need antidepressants, I can do it without them. And overall, just life feels a lot more positive and better, and surround myself with the right people, talk to the right people, and stop tearing myself down to rebuild myself. I was already kind of, as people kept saying, you're already who you are anyway. And yeah, there's just a few things I need changing. So I mean, obviously I haven't been able to put the test yet. I haven't been able to put a test if someone nice comes up. Do I run away again? I haven't been able to do things like that. So I don't know in certain aspects if it does work or not work. But so far, so good. And to be fair, the fact that I haven't thought about killing myself for a couple of weeks is just brilliant. That is a very big positive step forward. So I'll be back next week with more videos. I don't know what the subjects are going to cover because it depends what happens during the week. But I am doing a 5k run on Saturday morning, so I might come in here dead. But never mind. I will see you all later. I hope you're all wonderful. Catch you later. Goodbye.